We are snowed in. It is bitterly cold. The world is closed. It's times like this that remind us how much out of our own control our lives really are. I'm Angela. This is my wonderful husband, Dr. Ryan Russell. This is Resilient Health with Ryan and Angela. How cold is it out there?
Well, the thermometer says 2 degrees, but the real feel is -20.
Fahrenheit. That's flipping cold.
Yeah, that's
I keep watching. We had a bird feeder right there, and the whole cardinal family is gathered around. They're having a great time. I don't know how they're alive and not frozen.
yeah, birds, they got that special something they're adapted. Our cats aren't quite adapted. They wanna go outside, but
They take a step out and they come right back in,
like,
which I
"Oh,
don't blame
never
them.
mind."
Right. Never mind. We're staying in today. I don't like being trapped. Do you feel trapped when the world is closed because we're under an ice storm and the snow and all the things? The world is out of our control.
It is, yeah. Get the older you get, I think the more you realize there's less stuff you control than you think you do.
I don't control a darn thing.
You can control you.
I can control me. You know what? I was thinking about this. A lot of people are trying to decide, do I call in sick to work? Is work closed? Our trash men aren't even coming this week. It's so cold. We have to put all our trash out for 2 weeks next week because they're not coming. Nah, fam.
Well, I don't want a garbage truck sliding off the driveway into our garage,
I don't either.
so I'm okay with that.
They'd probably knock our mailbox over before they took out our
Yeah.
garage. So the cats feel trapped, but I don't feel trapped. I like when the world is shut down because then there's less pressure to be like out in the world. We can like stay home and be isolated and it's okay. That's why I love
Yeah.
holidays.
Well, it's a good thing we like each other.
Well, tell you what, no, I'm kidding. Yes, I haven't worked for the man in like 15 years. I wasn't very, I'm not a good employee. I like to be employed by myself and Ryan.
She likes to be employed by herself. I'm not the boss. She's the boss, or the cats.
Well, you know, when the dog's whining enough, you have to get out to let him out. So I think he's the boss. Unbeknownst. Actually, you know who is the boss? The birthday boy. He turned 18 yesterday, but today we're not going on a ride. We usually go on a ride for an hour a day because Xavier likes to sing and have his AirPods and whatever. And I'm like, not in the cold. I don't drive in the single digits. But back to not having worked for the man in 15 years. When we're snowed in, we are okay with it because we have our own resilience in our health and flexibility and control of our own time. It's nothing weird for us. It's weird for some people. I remember when I quit my job at the hospital in 2011, I was going to sell solar panels. It was straight commission. I had to find the people, talk to them about solar. That'll be $40,000, please, and make a living doing that. My friend is like, oh my gosh, you can't do that. You won't get a paycheck. I don't see her being an entrepreneur. She was very happy with her job, which is great. We're all different, but I was very happy to be in charge of me.
Yeah, I just realized my last job was 2011.
Really?
To work.
Working for the man. And now we are the man. Thank you very much.
One of us more so than the other, but
Yes.
we won't say which.
No, thank God. But we want you to tie this theme to your health. Most people realize how fragile their health is when life slows down. I'm not going to lie. It was Xavier's birthday. His dad brought this red velvet cheesecake thing. I love cake. What do you want from me? But since my habits are good, I can have a piece of cake
Yeah, you just
and still be healthy. And where you're right back on it the next day.
yeah, it's if you don't have the habits, you don't have a plan. That's just, well, I had a piece of cake yesterday. I could eat one today, and then the next day. And
And the cake eating becomes your habit.
yeah,
And how
habit
healthy are you after all of that?
exactly. Habits form quickly.
They do.
You know,
They really do.
I think it's a lot easier to form an accidental habit than it is a purposeful habit.
Well, our brain wants us to be comfy cozy. They don't care. You want some cake? Eat the cake. I happen to be a recovering sugar addict. I have a very hard time and I'm very sensitive to cake and sugar and quote junk food and like refined things. So I have a very hard time. It's better for me to just cut it out entirely.
Yeah, I'm a carbaholic. I'll eat tortilla chips every day if I get a chance. That's not good either, especially when you're corn intolerant.
Yes, we're now corn and gluten intolerant, which makes it easier for me to say to myself, don't eat that. Not because like it's bad, but because it doesn't agree with your body, your system.
Yeah. So I think anybody you can decide, you know what? That's bad for me. I'm not gonna eat that sugar thing.
Or ding dongs are my best friend. I'm going to eat them every day. One of you're out there somewhere. It's not me. I wish it was because I would eat a ding dong every day.
Well, at least you're married to one.
I mean, there's that.
So that's what one important thing to remember. External circumstances change, but, wouldn't you say that health and the habits are what carry you through?
Definitely, because, in a few months from now, we're crying about the ice and the negative 20 degrees. It's gonna feel like over 100 in just a couple of months, and then we can complain about that.
I won't complain about
Can't
that.
go anywhere, it's too hot.
Well,
Yes.
I know I
So, resilience is something you build when you decide to take responsibility for your life and your health. Xavier turning 18, like I said, he is stepping into adulthood, which is not exciting for me. It is, but it isn't. And I hope we've set him up well enough to have good habits, not just in his health, but in work ethic and knowing he can count on himself regardless of the external circumstances.
exactly, because whether it's health or whatever it is, it's not about today, it's about life. It's about the next 10, 20 years. That's what, eating healthy today is setting that up for the next 20
Well,
years.
you've been such a great example for him too, despite Duchenne, despite living with a disability. Here's Ryan over here killing it. PhD, married to a fabulous wife, moved across the country to start a new life. Nothing stops you.
Yeah, you're right, I haven't run into anything yet.
When we lost DJ, I told him all this outpouring of love of how much the community is going to miss him. They feel the same way about you. Don't feel like you're small potatoes. You're a huge potato.
Thank you, I'm a huge sweet potato. Don't forget that. Well, that's one thing too for me when I'm doing things like the PhD, all that stuff, I'm like, "Not a big deal, I did it." I forget. I guess that is a big deal.
It is a big deal, but since you're the one doing it, you're like, little old me, am I really accomplishing that much in life? You are.
So, what I have to do is I have to think outside of myself, like, "You're right," to other people looking in, that is big. I think that's important to do with everything, whether it's what we eat or all of it. Think about yourself from the outside or the future.
That is a great point because one of the mind games I play with myself, like Xavier had the big birthday cake and I want to eat the cake. And I think, what would a healthy person do? Would a healthy 51-year-old trying to get ripped, trying to get in the best shape of my life, eat that cake or do that thing? No, she would lift some weights and eat some protein. So, what would a healthy person do? What would a successful person do? And thinking of yourself in the third person can be very helpful because we get all tied up in our feelings and the things we don't need to be worried about. What do other people think? Who gives a flip what other people think?
Yeah,
What are you contributing to your own self?
and I think one important thing from the cake is we have food in our house that we eat. We don't have food in our house that we don't eat. We have rules, we have plans, but we forget about somebody else bringing stuff in. We weren't planning on that cake being here, so then it showed up. And I think that's where mindset's even more important because it's hard to get set up for everything, what everybody's going to do.
That's true. I knew that. Well, I did know that cake would come. Xavier's dad likes to be in charge of the birthday cake. He always has. And I was like, I will be baking a cake on Friday. Well, he thought about it and brought one anyway, like a red velvet cake that I was going to. Fine. He wants to be the guy bringing the cake. Yippee skippy. But I knew it would be here, but I've already cut it up and put it in individual little containers and thrown it in the freezer. Like I can't eat it now unless I eat it frozen. But since I took that step and removed it, like if it's just sitting in the fridge in a box, I can just walk by and grab, and I would. I know me. So I've tried to create my environment where I can't easily be tempted by habits and whatever, because willpower will only get you so far. I have no willpower when it comes to, like, if I have cookies, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to eat all the cookies so they're not here. I can't have them here. How logical is that? I've got to protect myself. Eat all the cake right now, and then we won't have any.
Yeah, that's a little,
I've cracked the code.
there you go.
But I know me also, my joints will hurt later. I'll wake up in pain because, like, before I took control of my health, I had heartburn and joint pain all the time. And it wasn't, and people attribute it to just aging and that's just what happens to you. No, it doesn't. It doesn't have to. So I have figured out myself, I can't eat that stuff if I want to feel good.
Yeah, like for me, I guess I'm gluten intolerant. Took a test that said I'm gluten intolerant. I guess I've been gluten intolerant for years. I just thought, okay, every now and then I'd go to bed and my joints would ache everywhere. I just felt horrible, like I was gonna die. And I'm like, I thought a few times, oh great, it's Duchenne, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
I quit eating gluten. That's never happened again. So there's a lot of things out there, people, that you think are normal or something else. It's related to what you're eating.
You don't know any different. Well, everyone in my family is big. I guess I'm gonna be a plus size. Everyone in my family gets cancer. That doesn't mean you have to.
Yeah, over 40, everybody gets that middle-age spread.
I have discovered that's not a thing. A lot of women are suffering with menopause right now, perimenopause. I didn't have issues because I was healthy going into menopause with like lots of muscle tone. So I just keep building on that.
Yeah, and even then, menopause, it really does a hit on your muscle.
It does. So I had to be prepared going in. I was just lucky. I didn't even know I was setting myself up for that, but I was. So anyone facing their 40s and beyond, you don't have to lose all your muscle because you're a certain age.
Yes. What you do is you listen to us on our channel, and we'll help make sure that you don't have that happen to you.
There's a reason you found this channel today. There's a reason you're watching us crazy people talk about things. And it's probably because you want to take control of your health, even if you don't know it yet.
Yeah, I know some of you thought, "Well, man, that's a good looking woman. That's not why you're here."
Ooh, I like Star Wars. I want to watch that video. What's that about?
Yeah, I mean, it just shows that we're cool, good looking people.
I mean,
Yeah,
how could we hide that?
it's humble.
But so much is not in your control, like the weather, like politics. I don't care who you voted for, what side you're on. You can't control what's going on, regardless of who you voted for. You can't control the weather or politics or illness or chaos or disability, but you can control what?
Yourself and how you react to things.
I was going to say blood sugar,
Oh, okay, good.
energy, strength, mindset,
Well, because those are all things about yourself. Yeah, you can control those.
your attitude for sure. You can say, oh my gosh, it's so icy and cold and miserable out there. You can say it's really beautiful because they've got all these little baby junipers out there. And now you can really see them with the snow. Before, with the dirt and the brown and the leaves, it was hard to see. But now, look at all my little trees. Very
Yeah.
satisfying. I worked very hard
Oh, yeah,
on that yard. And I found all these little baby trees I'm saving because they were going to be smothered by the honeysuckle and the weeds. But now they're in prime location.
Yes. So what I'm feeling here is you need to make a battle plan for yourself. If you're snowed in and all you have are the ding dongs and the Twinkies, and I know they're supposed to last through a nuclear war. Well, and you're like, well, I have to eat. That's what I'm going to eat. You know what?
Invite me over.
You could have prepared. You could have things that are there.
Remember Thursday, I was like, we got to stop because we're out of frozen chicken and frozen tilapia. We need our sustenance. But then I realized we have enough protein. We had a lot of protein. But I was very concerned that we have enough stuff to eat. So Xavier's not going to get his Carvedal prescription until Monday. 'Cause I'm not going out in this.
No, I'd rather miss Carmelo than be out of vehicle or out
Then
of
slide
life.
into a ditch. Right.
Yeah. I like my wife. I don't want to be without her.
I called the pharmacy and I said, hello, can you deliver the prescription? And she said, normally we could, but our delivery driver is out on maternity leave.
So
I will tell her to stay home.
their delivery driver's making a real delivery.
She made a real delivery and now
Sure.
she's not delivering our meds.
That's terrible.
I expect
Good.
nothing less from your hilarious joke. If life feels heavier than it used to, your body feels harder to live in, like Dr. Ryan was saying, and you're tired of putting yourself last, this conversation is for you. Write
Okay.
this down.
So if you're stuck at home right now, if your body feels harder to live in than it used to, if you're caring for others and forgetting yourself, you're probably overwhelmed, probably tired, you're unsure where to start.
It's okay because we're here to help you through the overwhelm. If you're tired and not sure where to start, you're on the right channel.
You know, speaking of tired, I used to be tired all the time. And when I learned how to eat better, eat well, eat right, whatever, I have energy now. So that's one thing. If you're tired, you need to figure out how to.
Maybe you're not sleeping through the night. I couldn't get through the night because of the heartburn and the indigestion, which I thought was normal. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need Prilosec. I called my dad. He's like, chew more gum. Gum will help you. Well, I can't chew my gum while I'm sleeping. And so I just couldn't sleep. But now that I don't have all that business because I have synchronized my metabolism, I sleep. Plus, working out and exercising, my body needs to recover. So I sleep through the night. If you're having sleep challenges, that is a big deal that's not addressed a lot. in health, but it's very important.
And so what we do is what we help other people do. We're regular people. I mean, Angela's not regular, but we're still regular people.
We're quite abnormal. No, we're just regular random people. He doesn't like me to call myself a random person, but you don't know me. I am a random person. He's a random guy with disabilities, and somehow we make it work. So I have to take care of me so I can take care of him.
Yeah, we help each other take care of their limitations where we lack the other fills.
You're taking care of your family, your world around you, your inner circle, the people you love. You have to take care of yourself so you can take care of them, which I learned. And I don't feel guilt whatsoever that you have Duchenne and I don't, because it's not my fault. I'm doing the best I can in my role in life. I'm sure you would. I don't know if you would want to trade places.
No, I don't want to.
I'd rather be me and you be you.
I would not want to deal with women's hormones and all that stuff.
But
I'm very
if
happy.
you had to help me and dress me and all the things, oh my gosh, I would be
Shoot,
nuts.
every guy would like to be
Oh,
the.
stop.
Okay, yeah, I'd gladly help you.
But if you want support in taking back your health and your life and adding not just years to your life, but life to your years.
That's really good.
That's why we got married so fast. He was on his own in Arizona, sitting at his computer, and a caregiver would come in, 4 times a day, get him out of bed, give him some lunch, give you dinner, put you back in bed.
Yep.
And I'm like, no, that is not a life. So I drove over there, got him, and here we are. I hope life is better now. I know it can be challenging, but at least you're here. I say to myself, at least he's here and not isolated in a little box in the middle of the desert.
Would you like? Of course, I'm happy here.
See, so if I do something stupid or irritate him, because I know I can be irritating, I'm like, well, at
I,
least you're here and not there.
I'm stuck in the box over here, but I like this box better.
But we can leave. We have more windows and I can take you places. Go
Yeah,
for the ride every day.
yeah. Trust me. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. But okay, we got this new camera. It's weird.
It likes you better.
It does.
Tiny over here.
Okay, that was weird. I don't know. Thank you for staying with us and listening to our discussion and whatever else you want to call this.
We want you to stay warm. Can you see me? And take one small action to promote your health today.
And next time we'll talk about what to do when motivation disappears.
We got to remember that.
Well, somebody out there write a comment to help us remember that.
Have a wonderful day. If you're in the swath of the 2,000-mile winter storm, stay safe, build a snowman. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.